day, good people. It is Stephanie, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, thank you for joining me, and those of you returning, thank you for coming back. Y'all, I want a junk journal. That's why we're here. I want to junk journal. And here's the thing, like I've told you before, I've come from scrapbooking. So I get it. I get the pictures, the things, the embellishments, the writing to tell the story. I even get the junk in the junk journaling part of it, but I just don't think I'm good at it. So I am here for your advice and for your help. Now, you guys saw this a long time ago if you watched my channel when I first started about a year ago, and I think I've shown this maybe once or twice. But this is said junk journal that I started in 2025. And I'll move this just because that plastic has a glare until I open it. Okay. So I wanted to junk journal, and this is where I started. My first problem, I think, is that I started too big because this is an A5. Um, and then my second issue was the junk part. And excuse me, I'm about to cough. I apologize. One, I think this is too big. Two, I'm not sure how junky my junk ended up. I have receipts and ephemera and those types of things. And so this is how I started out. And it's incomplete. It is. I am going to go back in and finish some of the things I started, though, because I do want to do that. But as I tried this, I would ask some of my friends, okay, what does it look like to y'all? Am I getting this junk journaling thing down right? Blah, blah, blah. And the comment they kept coming back to is, I was too neat to be a junk journal. Why is everything straight and neat and cut and blah, blah? I don't think that's the case. I do like pictures, I do like symmetrical, but I was trying to junkify it, if that's a word. But it was first that I was too neat. Then it was that you write too much. You want to write everything. And I'm like, well, the junk journals got to tell a story, but I guess the junk drink every time I say junk. Hopefully it's water, soda, or juice. But hopefully the junk itself would tell the story. Like this is obvious. This is the story of me going to Little Craft Fest last year. But other than that, the junk doesn't tell like all the story. Like this loving trip, I got the standard size I pre-ordered, but the passport size I did end up getting at Little Craft Fest. So I'd have to write that for you guys to know that. I mean, y'all get it. And then like at Little Craft Fest, I picked up my black coaster from Travelers Factory. I already had the camel once I picked up the black one. But at any rate, this is what happened. Sorry, my iPad is just dinging. But this is what happened. And in my bag from Travelers Factory. And then when I started to get into maker pens, I put some of their business cards in here. But now I put my maker pen business cards and ephemera in my ink journal now that I have one. So you see my dilemma. This is my Starbucks Reserve bag because that came directly from Japan, which is where my, what is this? Starbucks Reserve brown cover came from, my bag. So I saved that ephemera because it did come from Japan, along with this card. Then I went to a junk journal club activity in Atlanta. And y'all get it. Y'all get it. It's not about me telling you what all of this is. This was something I was trying to tip in using um washi. So anyway, you guys get it. I need some help. Am I doing it wrong? Do I just need to continue with my flow? Is it okay that I write a lot? Is it okay that I put my junk in straight if I can? Now, here I did a little layering of some letters. I don't know if you guys know, well, you should. I PR for Happiness Handmade, and Danielle is the sweetest person alive. And with my orders, she writes a handwritten letter to me when she sends my orders or sends me my PR packages. And I think that's sweet. So I put them in here. And I think this is where I stopped with a plane ticket. And then I have all of this left. So yeah, could I have continued in this? Of course. Um, but I do think that the first thing is how big it is. But again, I don't know because you don't really know how big your junk's going to be. So then what I did is I wanted to try again this year. And I said, okay, we're at the beginning of the year. Let's go ahead and try. Let me get that plastic glare out your face. Let's go ahead and try this junk journaling again. So I moved down to a B6 grid. You know, I love a grid. This is a Wearing Gold 4mm grid notebook. I'm trying to think, does it say anything else on the back of it? It shows the threading of the book. The book itself is this green color, and then I just decided to decorate the front and say 2026 Adventures. So I left some starter pages because I want to put something there. And then I proceeded to try again with the junk journaling. I started with my big brother's retirement party. He retired. Only thing I would have from there are pictures. I've put in some, little accents with stickers and things. And then I put my boarding passes to fly and go see him and to come back home. So yeah, I can see that this one is neat. The pictures are straight. I did a lot of writing. Got it. But it's still a smaller size, so I felt a little more successful. So then I added in the New Edition tour, which was all that, everything, wonderful show, best time ever, love it all. And so I got pictures once again, no real ephemera from the show. My girls and I went. We had a good time. Again, pictures straight up. I tilted that one. Give me some credit. I pulled out some markers to try to make some headings of some sort. I know that I got this big spot right here, but I can tell you in that spot, I'm going to put my boyfriend Ralph. So, sorry guys, my throat is actually just real dry. I'm going to put my baby daddy Ralph. I played around with my photo printer last night, made this collage. So I'm going to cut out one of this style and one of this style and put it in this spot. But again, this is how we look so far. And again, I want a junk journal. Help me. Give me some suggestions. Did I do right by going smaller and now I need to just freestyle it and continue? I'm going to continue. But I didn't think there were any rules to anything to as far as stationery, journaling, planning, this, that, and the third. And I say that facetiously. I know there are no rules. And these are my books and I can do what I want. But I do want to try to be more stylish, I guess, about it, or be on trend with what's going on with junk journaling. So you guys flood my comments if you have anything to share, any suggestions about how I should go about junk journaling for my 2026 adventures. I am going to finish what was in here, and I'm okay with the rest of the book being blank. I may find another use for it, but I stand by. I think that I just went too big, but you live and you learn, and that's what we buy these things for, to play with, have a good time, bring yourself joy. And I did enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I just want to find my style, find my rhythm with what I'm creating as far as junk journaling. So, again, any questions, let me know. Well, any comments or suggestions, please let me know. And until the next video, love on your family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.